have dedicated bike lanes. City buses do not travel on any
Okay.
street. So all,
So if it's a one-way street,
yep. So all one-way streets have dedicated bike lanes.
cool.
City buses do not travel on any street with a dedicated bike lane. So then that right there is telling me, I feel like I can assume then we can go back up to the first one, then city buses do not travel on one-way streets.
Right.
Because they're saying city buses do not travel on any street with a dedicated bike lane.
Do we see? Yeah, because like, yeah, because it
Yeah.
goes, yep.
Okay, the next one. Parking is allowed only on streets that do not have a dedicated bike lane.
Right. So how would you
So
guys?
no bike lane. So that means it's not so one-way street does not have parking on it.
Okay. Right. But how would you diagram just this sentence?
Parking is allowed only on, so only as you're necessary. So parking, then arrow, necessary streets that do not have dedicated parking, that do not have dedicated bike lane.
Yep. So if we have a bike lane, then what?
If you have a bike lane, then you do not have parking.
Excellent. So we can add this over here where we don't have parking. Cool.
Okay. City bus number 9 travels the full length of B Avenue. So full length. So then for me, I then know it's a city bus. It's traveling a full length of a street. So so we know then it's not a one-way street.
Well, we know it doesn't have a bike lane.
It doesn't have a bike lane.
And then
And
it's
no bike lane. Nope, that doesn't go. I was almost reversed wrong. Yeah, so no bike lane doesn't tell us anything about parking. So we don't know anything about parking.
correct.
Because that would be reversing wrong.
Yes.
Okay, so with this, if the statements above are true, which of the following must also be true? So this is going into we really got to know our conditional statements. All right, A, B Avenue is a one-way street. No, we already were able to tell it's not a one-way street. B Avenue is not a one-way street. That's what I had actually, I think I marked that. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. C, parking is allowed on B Avenue. And so the rest of them are all about parking. And so
City buses do not travel on any street with a dedicated bike lane. So if we have a dedicated bike lane, that means that it's not a city bus. So city bus, if there's no bike lane, it can't be. Are you sure it's not B?
I swear that's what I picked.
No, it's B.
So I wonder why it marked me as, because I swear that was what I picked, because I remember going through, because the other answers were all about parking, and I knew that we couldn't really do a lot with parking because you can't reverse it.
No, it's definitely B. But I'm going to screenshot this one because I think